So one of the things that I think is an important skill to learn to do is to take the time for reflection. Now, I lead a very busy life. Like some people like, man, how do you do that at your age? When I was a lot younger, I could run a lot harder, believe it or not. But now as I get older, I have to be more selective about the way that I act in an intentional type of way towards my busyness, okay? So when you think about the certain things that you have, or all the choices that we have in our lives, where are we going with that, and what is that outcome that we're trying to produce? So I say all that to say that specific offerings lay on top of your fundamentals, okay? Now, the marketplace changes so rapidly. I read something the other day, and I've got to reflect on this and think about this a little bit, but it said, if you're out of your chosen profession for 90 to 120 days, you're out of the game. Like the marketplace could drift by so fast, you could get out of the game. I don't know that I accept that yet, but I was thinking about that. One time I went to Europe for 3 weeks, and this was pre, cell phones, working in Europe, having a great time, and I had no support system, no backup plan. So when I got back, this was 15 years ago, so we're not moving nearly at the pace we're doing now, but when I got back, I noticed this thing was like, oh, all of a sudden my business was totally dead, and I had to go jumpstart it and get it going again. We get also gripped by this thing that we think that we got it all figured out. In 2003, I had a monster year. I killed it. I made so much money. I was making so much money every month. It was like, I felt guilty, like, wow, I couldn't accept that. Wow, like we need to pay more bonuses to people, like that kind of stuff. And so I thought I had it I was clever and had it all figured out. And little did I know that in 2007, I got slammed to the turf bad. I made about 25% of what I made in the peak years. And this was a really rude awakening for me, because what happened is the marketplace, in its rapidly changing pace, it drifted out from underneath me, and I thought I had all this figured out, and I quit working on my skills and accumulating knowledge and acquiring fundamental skills that are important in our daily disciplines. I'm tying this all into what our daily disciplines are. So in 2008, I recovered, but I was looking at I found a paycheck stub, and it was a horrible first quarter. Like I was chasing behind, and thank God we have these huge credit limit things that we could go borrow money against things, So like I went and did that because I was living beyond my means. And one of the fundamental things here, and this sounds really simple. I was talking about this the other night. Okay. So there's this thing called revenue, in our businesses. And that's whatever sales we can generate, whatever revenue we can generate for our own business. Now, when I speak about your business, you can take this down to a microcosm of you Inc. You Inc. is about you. You're responsible for your own revenue, your own income, all that stuff. The government's not responsible. Your neighbor's not responsible. Your mother that beat you is not responsible. None of that crap matters, It's how much you can do and produce to survive in the marketplace,